welcome to the chat.
Fires blazing fiercely, burning in my soul. From the record rising, taking back control. I'm unbreakable.
Talk in there.
What?
Beetle, talk in there.
Ah, fuck. Did I?
PALKINH.
Who's talking? Maybe refresh your stream, sir. It says talking on my end.
Yeah, because you just changed it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I don't know what you're talking about. Me? Do that? I would never. Could you please do me the honor of sharing this in the locker room, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And before I do, screenshot.
God damn it. No, don't screenshot it. You little shit. You bastard. What's up, Jesse? How you doing? We're just coming off of a amazing high-octane pay-per-view. The arena is being broken down. They're taking the ring apart right now as we speak.
Uh-huh.
Been an amazing show here.
Demons push through all the pain. Every scar's a victory, nothing's done in vain. Tried to break me down, but I'm still standing tall. Unyielding spirit, I'll never fall. No more chasing track me down.
It's a Twitch link, not YouTube.
This is my time, I'm ready for more.
Dang it!
I am unbreakable, unstoppable.
Now it's hey, look.
Nothing's done in vain. Try to break me down, but I'm still standing tall. Unyielding spirit, I'll never fall. Through every storm, I found my way.
Okay.
No fear, no doubt, I'm here to stay. Rising up, I'll conquer all. Heart of steel,
Shall we get to the thoughts?
Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Let's Talk CAW Shop Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Triple B, alongside one of our other hosts, Odds Coronet, here tonight.
Yep. As we said earlier, our brother in arms cannot be here with us because he's building a halfway house for girls that won't go all the way.
God damn it, Odds. He's at a family event.
I have to keep up with the.
He is.
I have to keep up with the routine.
Good God. You can stay in character all the way through. It's like, I can't break kayfabe, Beetle.
Not with that. Yeah, Samurai is not here with us. It is a two-man booth.
And
Unless someone wants, unless someone that has access wants to join us.
mm-hmm.
With how busy or how
It's a holiday weekend.
how
So.
oblivious these motherfuckers are, more than likely it's not going to happen. So it's probably going to just be a two-man booth.
It's a holiday weekend. We'll be fine.
Very true.
So we are talking about a story designer today, and the old story designer.
I mean, it's not like we haven't talked about story designer before, but we haven't had footage.
Yes, we haven't had footage, and Odds
Because
did some research.
we've been too lazy to try to find it.
Well,
and now we have
honestly, if my PlayStation 3 were working, it would be hooked up right now, and we'd be going through all the footage. But my PlayStation,
definitely.
My PlayStation 3 does not read the disc anymore for the game, and I don't see any of the old WWE games on the store, so it's not like I can just grab one of them to use it. Believe me, I wish that these old THQ games were actually on that PlayStation 5 thing that they do, where you have the access to all the old games. I wish these were on there.
Yep.
Because if they were, I would...
Mine works, but I don't have a capture software.
Yeah. I have the capture software, but mine doesn't work. So, how ironic is that?
Exactly.
Oz has what he needs to actually do it without one piece of equipment, and I have what I need to actually get it onto the stream, but without my actual console deciding to, work. Anyway, it's probably just a part I need to get replaced, but I'd have to have my PlayStation 3 opened up and get it replaced. It's just too much. Anyway, we have footage, so we're going to run through it, and we're going to talk about this game. So let me start this video here that will show the footage of what we're talking about, which is Story Designer. And before we do get into it, a little background on Story Designer. For a little background on Story Designer was a platform that allowed you to put in or choose specific cutscenes to happen. You could pick the characters who were in the cutscenes, and then you could let it play out, kind of like Universe Mode, except for you would set up the card, you would set up the cutscenes, you would write your own promos that would happen in the cutscenes and would pop up automatically. So you could literally go in and type out the entire promo that you wanted, and it would play throughout the cutscene. It was a really, really cool, I'd say really ahead of its time platform for it. If there were a way to integrate this into Universe Mode, or just give it its own mode so people could use it for their shows, that would be absolutely amazing. But we're gonna go through it.
Yes,
right
and
now.
as you will see with this footage, most of this stuff is in the ring, but you could pretty much take it. You could pretty much take the scenes everywhere around the arena.
Yeah.
And you could even have the people that you choose in the cutscenes wear belts.
Which was also another cool feature. Because your world champion could be walking around backstage with his world championship around his waist.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, they would wear the belt that you would pick, and you could just select the belt that you can even select. You would even be able to select created belts.
Yep. It would take a little bit to load, but I mean, it would work, and you could do it. And it would, like we've been talking about, it would be a hell of a way to tell our stories. Because we could literally.
I mean, it was fast. It's faster than
editing.
I mean, it was faster than freaking gosh. It's than getting cutscenes now.
Yep, it was faster than getting cutscenes now. So without further ado, let's go through it and show you guys Story Designer. So the one that we're looking at is in WWE 13, which was Punk's game, where he was on the cover.
Well, Punk's game that he was on the cover. Hell of a tumultuous thing. As you can see, it says create a story, but it's called Story Designer. As you can see, if you would
clearly,
if you thought tutorials were a new thing,
tutorials have been around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, you would start off with a certain promo. Here's one of the backstage ones.
Where you walk in the back and get thrown into something. Or this one's in the ring.
Like I said, you could do any of these promos pretty much anywhere.
And you could pick who you
Doesn't
wanted.
have to be. It didn't have to be in the ring. Some of them did, but most of them didn't.
That was another cool thing you could do. You could have more than 2 people in the ring during promo segments, which
Yep.
is way more realistic than just 2 people standing face to face cutting promos on each other. There was
You can even have somebody
interviewer-
interview somebody, like right here. You could see somebody interview somebody,
Yep.
and they would put the mic to their face.
Yep. So when you put all this together in a show, it looks very polished and well done. This is a run-in where these guys are going in and,
Mhm.
you know, if you had a DX type group that you were trying to build, they could run in and do that. What we're seeing right here. Branching. You could do branching stories as well, so you could pick, like, if they win, this happens. If they lose, this happens. That was a fun thing to do on that story designer calendar, was like the win and loss thing. I miss this cutscene. Like, I miss the backstage pool table cutscenes.
Yeah,
These were cool.
which, by the way, folks, we are limited by the footage that we have.
Yeah.
There's not much video on this. Sadly, this is pretty much I was looking for 2K24, 2K14 ones.
Well, and this is why
This is pretty much the only one we could find.
This is why I wish that my capture card worked proper, or that my PlayStation 3 worked properly. Because if it worked properly, we could actually be going through all of these cutscenes.
Yeah, we'd be able to go through all of them. If the person in the video, like the person in this video is commentating while he's doing it. If he skips any, it's not us. We're limited by the footage.
Well, and I rewatched.
But you can see all the options here. You could see all the different options we had.
Well, I did watch it, and what he's doing in the video with the guy who the video we found this from is doing, is he's going through and he's looking at new cutscenes. So he's not looking at all of them. He's just looking for the new ones that they added to 13. Or he's looking at a lot of the newer cutscenes. That would have been such a cool cutscene to have. Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, oh my god. Like, here's your belt. Bam!
Yeah.
I like that they actually used the actual wrestlers that were supposed to be in the cutscenes too, so you knew where it's coming from.
Yeah, and it wasn't just this belt that you could actually switch this world championship and make it another belt.
Yeah. Which was something
you had options and decisions.
That's something that I wish they would have had in creative video. They could have done that in creative video and had it set so it was big screen like this, like, and then you just hide the UI to get your cutscene. I'd be fine with that. I would be totally fine with that, actually. That would make my life a lot easier right now.
Not just yours.
All of ours. I know. Everyone who's doing a show right now. I miss all these cutscenes. I wish they had all of these cutscenes, in all honesty. If they just put all these cutscenes in Video Creator and then made the Video Creator UI set up kind of like this, I'd be fine with it. Because we're using Share Factory for the shows anyway right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm already using Share Factory or a recording software to do the show. If the Video Creator were set up like this, where you just have the cutscenes and you can hide the UI and do it all that way, that would be so much nicer. But allow me to pick what belt, allow me to pick which characters, and give us all these cutscenes back. Like, that would be my request. I wish we had all the cutscenes to work with, not just the current ones that we have. But if they were to bring Story Designer back, that would also make doing live shows fun, because you could actually set up branching storylines, or you could set up your cutscenes and have more dynamic cutscenes on a live show.
Yeah.
Because I would have it set up so, like, if they win, this happens. If they lose, this happens. Then we go to the next match, and we're back on the normal timeline. Because you could do that. You could have a branch and then branch it back to the main thing. Or if you wanted to, you could tell one story and only one story. That's what, some people did that. Like, there were a lot of different ways to do this.
Yeah.
Odds when you
And another thing that you see all these options of answers in this story, you could in Story Designer, you could actually make your story that you're making, you could actually have branching options.
Yep.
You can have branching options where the player that's playing your story actually gets choices of what they want to see or what they want to see happen. So they have these two branching things, these two branching stories.
Like, you could have a good guy and a bad guy option, so that way they can pick whether they want the person in the story to be a face or a heel and play through that storyline, or however you want to have it set up. It was pretty much a way for you to make your own career mode stories, or in a lot of our cases, your own CAW shows.
Yeah, that's as you can see with the options, that's why stuff like this would definitely be needed now. I mean, look at how this in Creative Video, look at how all of the scenes are named now. They're all numbers, and look at how they're arranged here. And tell me which one's better.
Yeah, let me hit pause really. Or once they get to another one of these, I'm going to pause it so we can actually see, so they can see that.
Yeah, because as you can see with this stuff, all these have names. All these cutscenes have names.
So they do. Like, you can see, like, the attack, branching, cage, commentary, diva, encounter, found, GM, interview, mid-match, outside, post-match, pre-match, promo, prop, show intro, union.
Yeah, huge choke slam. That was one where you choke slammed him outside of the ring through the announcer table.
Mm-hmm. Guest attack. Somebody runs in and attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now all you get is scene number 1, scene number 2, scene number 3.
And what you have to do is find somebody who has either a YouTube video, or you find smacktalk.org where they list what all the scenes are. But still, it's annoying to have.
Or you just slowly go through everything to be sure what the scene is, because even those descriptions don't make one lick of sense at times.
Mm-hmm.
This was a lot more user friendly. So if you were used to this mode and you knew this mode, you knew nearly every single last one of these cutscenes by heart.
Yep. And when you're going and setting up your story, you can easily go in and pick what you need and set it up the way you need to set it up.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave you some unique cutscenes to use.
Yeah, there was always unique cutscenes in here. There was always different stuff. And it was always like this. It was always very organized. You never got lost. It was always very easy to go through everything and find everything.
So all you'd really have to do is think of what you'd want your story to be, and then sit down and run through all the cutscenes and be like, okay, well, I could use that for this, and that for that, and that for that.
Yeah, what's even better is you could even have it just the cutscenes, play the entire thing, play the entire cutscene. That's why if this type of thing was on a PS4 or PS5 today, our shows would be so much more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the cutscenes when you play it, quote unquote, by just using these cutscenes, you would be able to have it in full screen. None of this would be on the screen. It would just be playing like you're in a match.
Yep. You get the loading icon, and then they go right back to it.
Yeah, it's just the WWE icon, and then it goes back. Then it goes to the cutscene. You know, they load the next cutscene, etc. There is so much here that is missing, and Story Designer was so much fun because you could also put your stories. This is what, when I bring up Raw Relax Wrestling, this is what Raw Relax Wrestling was on. Mm-hmm. Story Designer, and you would put it, and you could put it on CC. You could put it on Community Creations.
And then I could go and Odds could make it. I could go and I could download it, and I could actually play it.
Uh-huh.
That's how I discovered SPW back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Was Monk would make his stories and upload them, and then I would download them and play them. Heck, it was same with FNL. With commercial stuff.
You'd also choose the referee, I believe, by the way.
Yep. You could pick who the referee was in the cutscene. You could pick who the wrestlers were in the cutscenes. Like this whole cutscene right here, all four of these people could be a custom character.
Yeah. Or they even had a special thing for just backstage hands. You could pretty much pick all the backstage hands, backstage hand people that are still in the game today.
Yep.
But that you can't pick. You can actually pick them.
The screw job.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this cutscene would have been perfect for a certain show. But
exactly.
let's see. Man, I look back at some of these scenes and just think of how freaking fun it would have been to have all of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I like that one right there, too. The fan that gets angry and punches you in the face. I mean, you can do so much with that. Like, that
or
would
the special, yeah, it's kind of like the special guest that's at the show.
Yeah, that would have been a really cool way to debut a character. Like, if you have a big man, like a big man who's got big arms, like let's say Demolition was, let's say he wasn't my call, right? And I was gonna debut him on my show. I could put him outside because he's big enough to pull off a single punch to knock somebody out, and then have some hot shot on my show, get down off the ropes, say Kelly Mavericks, walk over, taunt him, you shouldn't be here, blah blah blah. Demolition punches him and he goes flying.
Yeah.
And that would be the introduction of Demolition onto the show. Or let's say, let's actually think of a call that's not mine here. Wilson Hammett, for instance. Oh my God, Wilson Hammett's in the audience. Kelly Maverick gets down, walks over, taunts him, and gets punched in the face.
Yeah.
There you go. Hammett's now on the show. The referees. Man, if you had the referees looking like mental institution people, running down like doctors trying to detain a friggin' mental patient, that would have been a fun cutscene. It's like, no,
You technically could have.
Yeah, you very well could have. Oh, is this what I think it is? Is this the Eddie scene? Oh my God! I forgot they had this in there. Oh,
Yep.
I so wish that I frickin' damn. I had the idea to use this for someone this year, and I was like, damn, they don't have the cutscene.
Yeah, it's from back in, it's from right here, from back in the old days.
I wish that cutscene was still in there. Oh my God. I had an idea for it, or have an idea for how to use that. Oh, this is your opponent. Wow. Some of these.
Your opponent is.
Oh wow. All right, now the reason I'm saying oh wow to this is in my universe mode. Both of these two men, technically, if I'm going with my personal universe playthroughs, both Ziggler and Kofi were multi-time world champions.
Hmm.
Wow. Can you turn that down? Wow. The chair. Is this the concerto cutscene?
Yep.
Oh my God. Wow. Now the concerto, I remember there was a concerto cutscene in here.
Uh huh.
I think this, yep, this is it right here. Oh my God.
My galaxy was used a lot.
Wait, that wasn't it either. Damn.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Brothers.
It's probably under Concerto.
Probably. Tag team breakup scenes.
Uh huh.
What do we got on here? Wow.
You can also pick what arena you were in, by the way.
Yeah, you could pick the arena you're in. You could change the characters up. There's a lot that you could do with this. There is so much that you could do with this. I'm kind of hoping that they get to the backstage, that he has some backstage stuff in here, just to show all the different like backstage cutscenes you could have in the game.
Oh yeah.
My God, the 3MB stuff. That's hilarious.
I'm using 3MB.
I forgot it was that long ago.
And as you just saw, you could pretty much pick any championship.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
That's a cool one where they run down the ramp to celebrate with the person.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you do it, you win on your own, and then your friends run out to celebrate with you. Like that would be perfect for a baby face. It would be perfect because then you could have the group still on the show and not have them interfere in the match
Yeah.
or be at ringside for the match. And he's celebrating with the title, which is something that you don't normally see. Wrestler and manager, I want your belt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's
Or tag team, depending on what you. Or
Yep.
tag team, depending on how you're booked.
wow. Austin and Triple H. That would have been one hell of a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, turn the volume down. I don't want spoilers. Yeah, the attack in the ring. Wait, that's not an attack. Oh, it is. What? You can have intergender cutscenes in story design?
Yeah.
What? I don't.
Yeah,
remember
they've
that.
always been there.
I didn't remember that. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's even the kissing ones.
Well, that I remember, but I mean them attacking.
Well, yeah, there was intergender ones. There was tons of intergender ones. Or a good amount of them.
I don't remember those. Then again, my brain at the time was like, well, if they can't fight each other in the ring, why am I having a cutscene between them? My mind at the time was if you're going to be in a storyline with someone, you need to be in a match with them. And now it's like, well, you can actually have two people who aren't in a match together talking with each other because it makes more like a wrestler and a manager talking and strategizing before a match or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that makes more sense. Good God. The only thing that would have made that cutscene better was if he were to attack Punk from behind and go to attack Orton, and Orton just hit him with an RKO.
Yeah.
Because of who it is. Like, that would have made more sense. Sneak attacks Punk, goes to attack Orton, Orton RKOs him.
Yes, but that's these are supposed to be anybody.
That's true. Oh, is this an attack from behind? I want to say this is an attack from behind. No? Oh, that's the... They're supposed to be on the stage, but they're not there?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like music playing.
Okay. Well.
I think they have a version of this today.
They had a version of it today, and then they have this exact version in 19.
Yeah.
Today's is a little different. It's just a low blow, and then they fall to the ground, and the guy rolls out of the ring. Actually, I don't even think they roll out of the ring now. It's just a low blow. They have a version of this now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. They don't have that, though.
Exactly.
Damn.
The cool stuff you could have done. You could do back in the day.
Mm-hmm. saw something similar to. Oh wait, no, we didn't.
Yeah, I've used this one a few times. That's a good hospitalization angle.
Yep. Wow. This is like a trip down memory lane. Like seriously, this is a big trip down memory lane for me. Some of these are new to me too because I wasn't really one to sit down and watch every single one.
I was.
I was also during this time I was also working a full-time job and in school, so I didn't really have time to sit down and watch every single cutscene.
I memorized nearly every single one of them.
Yeah, I didn't have time to do that. I was working like 40, sometimes 50 hours a week, and then I was in school as full time, so I had 4 classes with a full course load. So
Here's one that's used that was used a good amount.
the RKO.
Mainly used for the angle where Stephen Jones diamond cuttered Cleopatra on the day she announced that she was pregnant.
Good God. I forgot you did that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting little piece of business there, and how you could change the camera angle. By the way, that's how I was able to pull it off. I was able to pull it off with the same cutscene twice, just from different angles,
Yeah.
to make it look like. Yeah, to make it look like that they were in the same scene together.
The power of these cutscenes, but with Share Factory. Seriously.
Yeah.
My brain is looking at this right now going, oh my God, the stories we could tell just using Share Factory or a video editor.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think I keep bringing it up?
Yep. No, I see why you keep bringing it up. I do. I really do. Man. Stretcher.
That's why a lot of people want Story Designer back, because of all the things that we could do.
Yeah, because of all the editing stuff that we can do now with it.
Yeah, all the editing that we could do, all the stuff that we could put together, all the shows that we could put together like this.
Yep. Man, oh, this is the actual one.
Yeah, this is the
The
concerto.
Oh,
And it even looks well put together of cutscenes.
it looks well put together. Basic without
Yeah, a lot of them are better put together cutscenes than the ones we have now.
They are. Not a lot of them. All of them are. Shit.
Yeah.
Let's not sugarcoat this. Fist of Power. What the hell? Hopefully they pick whatever that is so we can see what it is.
Yeah, power. It's the brass knuckles.
Okay. The pre-match arguments. I forgot he was in this game.
Yeah. We've been seeing them all night.
Mm-hmm.
People power. Old John Laryngitis.
all the Undertaker Arrives ones. That'd be like,
Uh-huh.
oh, that's Zack Ryder. You guys can obviously tell it's been a while since I played this game. Like, whose character is that? That's Zack Ryder. Man has a QR code on his tights. That's hilarious. Zack Ryder was ahead of his time.
And yes, folks, there were even coffin cutscenes. You could even do a coffin thing.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see with pyro, you could actually do pyro for custom stuff, for custom arenas.
Oh, and the car entrances.
Yeah, you can even do actual entrances.
You could pick who's speaking too. Like they just showed all the commentary, all the commentators you could pick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could show the commentators at the arena.
And you could pick who you wanted to be a commentator.
Yeah. Yeah, they actually showed the commentators at the desk. You actually have them at the desk. That's the cool thing.
And what was cool about that entrance, what they just showed. Yep. Okay. That's the end of it. Okay. But what they had showed, what was cool about it was when they would show it, you could actually see the. How do I put this? You could see the character walking down to the ring on the Jumbotron.
Uh-huh.
Like they were being filmed on the way to the ring. I miss that. I'd have a smaller Jumbotron to pull it off and it'd be up higher, but I do miss that. That was a cool feature. Anything else you want to cover today, sir?
Not really. I think we're done for the day. Kind of a shorter stream, but we only had a 2-man booth and that's just fine. Shorter podcasts will happen.
And I'm fine with having a shorter one because I just finished a big 4-hour show earlier. So.
Uh-huh.
And we've got plenty of other CAW wrestling shows happening right now. I know Twitch is live, I believe, still. So that's probably where I'm going to head over. So. Head over, watch Twitch.
That being said, remember, folks, we are not having any podcasts in all of September.
And we'll be back in October.
We will be back in October. So for now, the podcast is officially closed. We'll be stocking the shelves, and you'll be able to get all new information next time, in October when we return. With that being said, I'm against odds 20.
And I am Triple Beat, and we will see you in October. Have an amazing month of September, everybody. We'll be back in October because I need a break. So I will talk to you all, we will talk to you all later. Have an amazing rest of your holiday weekend. Enjoy some of the amazing CAW wrestling shows that are on this weekend. Support the community, yada yada, blah blah blah. You know the spiel. This shop
support everybody, and yes, when we come back in October, Samurai will be here, even if we have to drag him. Later.
We'll ask him all about his bill. Bye.